Hi guys, I would love to introduce Mr. Silvio Simac,
Nice to meet you.
and he's a martial art expert and actors. And so, can you tell you more about you, about your style, and
Well, I guess being a kid, like most of my generation, being a kid that was growing up in 1970s, I was very much inspired and blown away by Bruce Lee, who made tremendous impact on silver screen across the world. So undoubtedly, he was the very first inspiration and someone who motivated me to even think or dream of doing martial arts. So Bruce Lee was for sure the first person to inspire me to take up martial arts, and thereafter we saw in the 80s, we saw Jean-Claude Van Damme, and we saw Steven Seagal, and we saw Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger. These guys really inspired this whole new generation of action heroes.
exactly. Yes, I was also inspired by Bruce Lee because I'm twice European champion of artistic nunchaku. That's why I do nunchucks. And yes, for sure, Bruce Lee was in advance for this time, because when you see Enter the Dragon in the beginning, you can see it's like a little bit MMA, with submission.
Yes, of course. Yeah, it was well ahead of its time, and I think that's what this was made Bruce Lee so distinctive, is that he revolutionized martial arts and introduced martial arts to Western society, which were quite obscure and unheard of at the time. So he was for sure a pioneer of martial arts in the Western society.
Yeah, true. And can you explain about why you start to thinking and wants to be on a movie business?
Very, very good question. I think martial arts are like multifaceted gems, and there are so many different aspects of martial arts, and that's why most martial arts people tend to practice for a lifetime, because it's a life-changing experience practicing martial arts. For me personally, I took up martial arts because I was being attacked in school. My brother got beaten up very, very badly, and naturally, having been inspired by Bruce Lee and the likes of Jean-Claude Van Damme and Steven Seagal, for me it was a natural progression to take up martial arts. And then the passion for movies. I mean, I always had passion for movies, but I believe martial arts have got very, very clear, distinct connection between martial arts and the movies, because they're very spectacular.
Yeah.
They're larger than life. You watch martial arts, people, you think, wow, it's really impressive. It's really impressive, the level of skill, agility, mobility, and speed that some of the martial arts guys move, especially today. So naturally, martial arts translate really, really well on the silver screen.
Yeah. True. And that's why I see a lot of movie with you, like Unleash with Jet Li, and also Undisputed 2, and your fight with Jason Statham. You did a very good job, and I mean, I think that's the point. Or you can see three different movies, three different type of fight. That's not the same. That's why I like, because you can, and you're a big guy. You move faster. You're stronger. And that's impressive, because not a lot of big guys like you are not fast like you are. Trust me, guys. He's very fast.
I started off as a competitor. First and foremost, like Bruce Lee said, I'm a martial artist. Then acting came second. But I guess I was being thrown in deep end of the pool at the beginning, because my first big job of film role was with Yuen Woo-ping. Yuen Woo-ping, who was a famous choreographer of Matrix 1, 2, and 3. I've worked with Yuen Woo-ping on 5 features ever since.
Wow.
And Korean was another one. I worked on 3 features so far. So for me having to work with Hong Kong choreographers was difficult, in the sense that they leave no room for freedom of your own expression. They've got set vision in their head. This is what I want to produce. And they keep shooting until they get exactly what they wanted.
Yeah.
So you're walking on a very, very thin line with very little freedom of expression to do your own thing.
Yeah.
So I've learnt a lot. I've learnt an awful lot from them. Besides working very, very long hours and no breaks.
Hard experience, but good experience.
Of course.
At the end of the day, you can tell, oh, I've learned something special. Yeah. So and now I'm very happy to having you on board on my second Anatomy of Antihero, and it's a very pleasure for us, and that's why. But that's what I want on this movie. It's not like typical action movie. It's more drama. So it's more drama, and we have action, of course, but more acting, and then action. That's the goal of the movie. And what do you feel? You feel what is your feeling on the first place?
First of all, before you ask me that question, I already had a part of the answer back of my mind. One of the biggest things that got me to decide to come and work on this project and work with you is your passion. The first moment that I spoke to you for the first time, I felt tremendous passion and desire coming from you, and I'm a firm believer that passion leads to success. So you've got to follow people who've got passion and desire for what they do. So that's what really got me to come along and work with you. And ever since then, I've learned many other things that you've done in the past, and I've seen some of your productions. So I'm glad to be here.
Oh, thank you very much. And yeah, the passion is very important. That's why we talk with Mr. Kissy too. The passion bring us, and it's not just about money. Because you know, I have an advice for people. If you think you want to be, everyone wants to be a star, but it's not important. The most important thing is to do what we want to do and to be happy with it. You know?
Absolutely, you've got to be
because
happy.
If you think too much money, you can wait a lot of time for money, because this industry is, oh my God, you need to work very hard and to have a lot of passion, a lot of art, and you need to give you a lot from you before to grab the biggest things of your life. Long process, training, passion, you wait.
Well, that's exactly the thing. I'm a firm believer that happiness leads to money, but money doesn't lead to happiness. Doesn't always. It can do, but if you follow the happiness, it will eventually lead you to money.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you just follow money, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to lead you to happiness. So I think you're doing the right thing.
Thank you very much. And I'm glad, because my cast and crew, yes, they follow me for this inside this crazy adventure, you know, because I think with the small things, it depends on what you think. It's like he explained, Mr. Kissy explained me about when they go to US for achieving their dream. A lot of people around them, you're crazy guys, you crazy, you want to go to Hollywood? Nobody waits for you. And they did it. Because why? Because
they believe in
whatever happened, it takes time. The great things take time. And you know, I'm impressed because, guys, you need to work very hard, because this guy is very strong. When I see a guy like this, that's my motivation became more hard and more deeper, because that's a good example of what you want to achieving your dreams come true. Good example, because healthy, he eat healthy, he has a good life, he's straight to the point, he know what he wants to do, and that's clear, and that's the goal. Don't be stupid, be nice, be aware, and no joke. That's respectful.
I also believe that most serious martial arts people have got that focus and discipline. They've got the focus and discipline which they apply to all aspects of their life, whether it's martial arts or filming or their business or their life at home. So they apply those same principles with discipline, with passion, and with focus.
Focus, yes, focus. Because all people wants to be the next Van Damme. No, one Van Damme, one Silvio Simac, one Alan. That's it.
For sure.
We need to bring something new. Think about it. Okay, guys, thank you very much, and hopefully you will love the movies, because soon the first one, An Antihero, will be released in US and Canada, and we are pretty much in a good process for finish with the second one. So stay tuned. Bye.
Ciao.